Yeah, this is Point Black coming in on a hard hit boom bip, coming with another flip to them lying ass lips. You know what I'm saying? Coming with the facts, the crackbacks, and the heat from the street. Coming with the flow straight from the barrio. You know what I'm saying? This is how we do. This is PBNN Point Black National News, the lead edition, and the ghetto edition as well. You know what I'm saying? As we see, stuff is still going on. They out there flipping and flying based on all this different stuff. But we still don't see no facts. You know what I'm saying? A lot of their facts is distorted, and a lot of their shit is based on a whole lot of trickery as far as we can see. We don't have anyone who's putting up any resistance other than certain people saying certain things. But when you look at the whole situation, we've got to look at it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? We got to look at every single thing that go on. And like I said, Point Black is going to be on it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Always looking, waiting to hear what is going on. You know what I'm saying? But when we look at the fact of what was going on, like I said in my other live, my other video, when we was talking about Donald Trump, knowing, the facts, there's someone else involved and may even be, foreigners from other countries that's involved with this group. And we've got to learn how to distinguish those types of moves when people do that. You know what I mean? They come into the country and, they pay a whole lot of money to these lawmakers, fill their pockets with all kinds of money, and then they do exactly what they want them to say. I notice a lot of different cultures and races now moving in, and they want to, it's like they want to come over here and take over our country, you know what I'm saying? Because their country is shitty, you know what I'm saying, and doing shitty shit. But they want to come over here and tell us as Americans and black people, you know what I'm saying, like they rule us, but they don't rule America. America's America, and we've been here long before any other race of people come here. But see, they come here with that bestiality and that beast heart, and wanted to take over everything that you own. You know what I'm saying? While Americans sit here and play the friendly game. Meanwhile, they're playing friendly with you, but working with the lawmakers and the government against you and your country to take it from you. So we have to start paying attention because COVID-19 didn't happen on its own. There had to be more to COVID-19 and more to other races of people who come into this country who may have even helped them with these different things that they were doing. Because we noticed a lot of changes in the medical field. You know what I'm saying? Such as Sharon Notchman, who's up there constantly lying, and then you have other doctors and shit. They in there making sure that when you come in there, the first thing they're gonna say out their mouth is you got COVID-19. So we have to start looking at that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, someone else is involved here. You know what I'm saying? And we have to start looking at that whole shit. In the making, many others as well. In the making of this whole corona situation. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't done naturally, and we know that because Anthony Fauci, like I said, flip-flopped many times to even the point where he had even said that he believed it comes from a laboratory, but he wants to put it on someone else. Whether it was done there, here, or anywhere, the fact is the matter, it's here, and they're doing this to people in many ways. As you watch my other live, you know what I'm saying? When we look at the situation, so now we're looking at a whole other as well, and that we have to see. But the blame still lands on Trump, as we see a man that only had 4 years in office. You know what I'm saying? Who was investigating the pattern? No one was investigating the pattern as to what they, said. You know what I'm saying? Was coming. No investigation by the people as to what was coming into our country based on what Como was saying. And when we look at what Como was saying, he really wasn't saying much other than what they wanted him to say, and the same vibe went down when he pulled that bullshit with the nursing homes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of distortion based on the facts. You know what I'm saying? So who did the investigation as to what they say was coming? Remember, for Como to say it was already here, you know what I'm saying, says a lot with the pattern. You know what I'm saying? Because one time you told us it was coming from here, there, and everywhere, but the whole time it was already stacked up and ready to go here. For Como to say it was already here, you know what I'm saying? That means it wasn't. So when I said it wasn't, I mean based on the people getting sick or anybody doing any testing on anybody or anything such as the third. So we know that the rotation came from some form of method that they were using to bring forth this into people. And there's a likely chance that you can catch it from someone else, because if I catch a cold even out here in the open, you still can catch it if I sneeze. It goes up your nose. You don't close your nose, do you? So if they're giving it to people or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, that means they got it and they could give it to you. So let's be more smart here and start watching the remedy and the game that they play. You know what I'm saying? So, because when you look at it, at one point in the fake bull, it wasn't. So who gave Trump the info is what I want to know. Who was the component and the people who gave Trump the info while he was busy being a president and doing what he's doing? Even though he was up on the info, it was info coming from his administration or people who were involved, such as Anthony Fauci, the weasel, talking about he's disease and control expert, but giving Trump wrong news. You know what I'm saying? He's a demon Democrat. He's not even a Republican or in the Republican Party as a whole. So we have to look at that situation as we go. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He was up there with that fake bull. You know what I mean? So we're looking at who told Trump this information and this info to where he directed it, you know what I mean, like I said, to a particular race. And that's really messed up, because we want to know why the particular race got to be the one as the component, you know what I'm saying, is the same as for your homeland. You know what I'm saying? When these Asians say that Trump was being racist against them. But we see the same type of racism in your homeland, much as these Asian Republicans want to say that Trump did this to them. But they need to find out why it came to that point where it was accused by Asian people and started Asian hate. Because whether or not it came from there or here, nobody really knew. So doing Asian hate is not going to make it any difference. And doing the same thing over in your homeland as Asians over there in Wanao or China or whatever, and doing that to the people over there, it's not going to make any difference, because the scheme is a scheme. And that's what we know. So the same thing goes on in the homeland when it came to coronavirus. And you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Even in Africa, you know what I'm saying, you have a lot of foreigners in Africa, all spreading in Africa doing a bunch of garbage. Even in Africa, and to the African people, you know what I'm saying, there in your own homeland. That's a fact and point blank. So let's get that straight. You know what I mean? Don't act as if Trump is the guilty one and you're also innocent. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, switching subject, and I see Sotomayor deny the teachers of all this stuff. You know what I mean? She's denying and blocking all that because she was put there to do so. You know what I mean? Even when you look at the robes and shit that they're wearing, you know, it's very Luciferian looking, if you ask me, especially when they take that picture with all of them to get in the Supreme Court, taking the picture. When you look at the picture, you know, and the red curtain behind them, you see a lot of similarities of Luciferianism, you know, when it really looks stupid and satanic, you know what I'm saying, in its nature, like I said. Look at, you know, when you look at the denial, you know, we don't see any, you know, logical reason that she would do so in this situation. And this is what we're trying to say. What logical reason would she have to deny the teachers their right to make their own choice based on the Supreme Court standing up for people's rights. So we know there is a higher agenda in this, even in the Supreme Court, as to blocking and forcing people into a corner and laughing all the way to the bank, as we see, you know what I'm saying? As we see, when we look at the whole world as a whole, there's no logical reason for her to do so to the teacher. She needs to be removed. You know what I'm saying? Her denial has no merit of facts, no move. You know, there's no merit to the facts, no move than a stupid. When we look at it, it looked more like I would say a stupid. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? When we really look at it, it looks like a stupidest, and even that robe that she wears, the Nile is just as stupid as the robe she wears. You know what I mean? She cannot prove any of the facts no more than hearsay because she's not a scientist, doctor, or any of that. You know what I'm saying? But she can prove a whole lot of other things. You know, he cannot prove anything no more than hearsay and her Luciferian connection. So let's be 100 here as we stay on top of their neck because we see the Luciferian connection as we go. You know what I'm saying? And she's trying to act as if she's doing it in the name of law and Supreme Court. But that's what I said before, that people have to start to, pay attention to outlaws behind the law. It's very important that we do so. You know what I'm saying? Even looking at the whole thing, she cannot prove anything, but she is definitely denying the people. You know what I'm saying? You can see the connection that the untreated is the reason of the sickness. You know what I'm saying? So she's trying to say that she's helping, nor is it even feasible on the consistent testing, as they say, can prove any facts. You know what I'm saying? Because she is there, to me, just to block anybody that comes there, to do so, the teachers and anyone coming, before them, you know what I'm saying, on this matter. She's blocking every move. And I wonder why. It's very peculiar that nobody could win a case in the Supreme Court. What makes them so hard is what I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? She's blocking anyone that comes before them to do so. Part 2 coming in.